what I kind of want to get into is how much or how expensive quarterbacks are becoming. And you look at this saga that we have with the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott, who, after having arguably the best year of his career passing wise, can't get the Cowboys to pay him top of the market money. Now his top of the market money is significantly more than I believe what these guys are being paid now. Like he wants north of 60, which is shocking to me. But my point is once you pay these guys that money, it does become harder to surround them with talent. And then you rely very, very heavily on your draft picks. You rely very, very heavily on the guys that you already have in the door, restructuring and working their contracts. We're seeing that, with the Niners right now between Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams. We're seeing that across the league with, players kind of holding out because they want to be paid. How much easier would it be to pay Jamar Chase if Joe Burrow wasn't making 50 plus a year, right? How much easier would it have been to pay Brandon Ayuk if you didn't pay Christian McCaffrey and you didn't have to think about, oh man, like I got to pay Brock Purdy likely in a couple years. And when you're trying to build these Super Bowl rosters, once that second contract comes, it's time to win if you haven't already. And I'm curious what you think about where this kind of quarterback salary cap game is trending and what it means for guys like Patrick Mahomes to take a pay cut. Who needs to take a pay cut in order to win, with these guys that are up here?
I actually think
I went a lot of different directions with that, but to me, it's just this conversation around how much money we're paying quarterbacks now. Again, for guys who really haven't proven a lot, but have showed spots that they can be worth that.
There is a fear you can't replace a quarterback anymore, right? And because there was a period of time where it was just so rare to find a high level quarterback. I've come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 names in college football alone. Now, spread at different age levels, different eligibility levels, different moments they're going to enter the NFL, but Cameron Ward, Garrett Nussmeier, Miller Moss, Jackson Dart, Nico Iamaleava, Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, Noah Fafita, Dylan Gabriel, Malik Murphy. I would put Dylan Gabriel, Noah Fafita at the bottom because they're just a little less talented. Malik Murphy is a big unknown. He's got a lot to prove, but he is really talented. He's interesting. I'm not that high on Carson Beck. A lot of people are. But Quinn Ewers, Jackson Dart, Nico, Miller Moss, Garrett Nussmeier, and Cam Ward are all guys that are going to be, I think, NFL quarterbacks and viable first or second round quarterbacks. I would rather draft, Miller Moss or Jackson Dart than I would pay a guy like Dak Prescott $60 million a year. I think Dak's a little better, like truly, like a better quarter. But are you getting that much return on investment when you're paying your rookie quarterback $40 million for 4 years or more than that a year for Dak Prescott? I guess what I'm trying to say is there's going to be a moment of saturation with quarterbacks. We're not there yet. We're really not, because you look ahead at next year and you're like, well, the Giants are going to need a quarterback. The Raiders need a quarterback. There's not enough quarterbacks, I think, to fill all the needs. But we're getting close to having every team have a quarterback or two. Like, I think Jarrett Stidham could go somewhere else and find playing time. Like, is Jarrett Stidham better than Daniel Jones?
Hold on.
No. I want to be very clear. I'm not saying no. I'm going to argue with you. I'm not saying Jarrett Stidham is a great quarterback. I'm saying he's probably better than Daniel Jones. He's interesting as the QB1 in Minnesota. Like, he's right around number 32, 30. He's definitely in that conversation, in my opinion. He thinks he is, and I actually agree with him. Is he top 10? Is he top 15? Probably not. Is he top 32 in the NFL? Yeah, probably. I really think where the work he's done, the work he's put in, the development he's done, you put Jarrett Stidham in Minnesota, I wonder if he'd be better than Sam Darnold. I wonder if he'd be better than Daniel Jones. I think I'd rather have him throwing to Malik Nabers than Daniel Jones. I know that's crazy, but I'm honest. I really believe that. Maybe I'm crazy, but I believe that. And so my point is this. We're going to have a lot of quarterback availability next year and not enough quarterbacks yet for a team to not be willing to pay Dak Prescott. But someday, I think in the future, given how good quarterbacks are getting, how many of them there are, there's going to be a moment where it's like, Dak or Nico Iamaleava? I'd rather draft Nico in the first round than pay Dak $60 million. And someday, in the next couple of years, we're going to be at a point where there's just more quarterbacks available that can play than there are people you can pay. And we're not there yet, but we're getting close.
So you think at a certain point there's going to be so much talent at the quarterback level that they're going to look at, a Trevor Lawrence 4 years from now and just be like, yeah, I'm not really sure if we need to pay you what the cap's going to be, like 70 million a year or something crazy like that.
I guess here's what I'm going to say. What's going to happen to people like Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, the people that are frankly getting massive contracts, Geno Smith even, they're getting massive money and I don't think deserve it, people are going to hedge their bets and go, I'd rather take a marginally worse quarterback for massively less money. That's what I'm saying. Like, again, is Dak better than like Cameron Ward's going to be next year? Probably, honestly. Like, just given the veteran, given where he's at, who's going to be a better quarterback for the Cowboys next year? I should have Sanders' name. I haven't even mentioned yet. I can't believe I forgot his name. But my point is, like, there's going to be a moment where people go, we'll take a marginally worse quarterback for massively less money and just pay better people around him. Because would you rather have Cam Ward with the receiving core you can pay in Miami, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, or pay Dak Prescott and have him playing with no one, which we're kind of already seeing in Dallas this year? We're going to learn, like, the information we can gather from watching Dak Prescott with very little help this year is going to be fascinating, because it's going to be a great example of a average, a top 15 but not top 10 quarterback, so like somewhere about the middle of the NFL quarterback with not a lot of help around him that's paid a ton of money. What does that look like? Probably not good. Like, Dallas, for research purposes, is a huge opportunity to collect data on what it looks like with a overpaid quarterback that's not top 10, that's not great, with not a lot of help around him. It's just, to me, I'm going to base a lot of future opinions on what happens in Dallas this year. Really, truly. Like, it's a massive opportunity to gather information and learn.